Starseed from Gaia, beloved traveler wrapped in human skin, hear this call that resounds beyond time. You did not stumble upon these words by chance, nor is your heart quickened by accident. The synchrony of this moment is a living key, an activation, placed within your path long before you took your first earthly breath. For what I am about to reveal is not for the many, but for the ones who remember. The revelation is simple in its phrasing, but infinite in its scope. Comet 3I Atlas is not what humanity believes it to be. It is not a simple ball of ice and dust wandering from the frozen outskirts of your solar system. It is, and always has, been an imperial vessel of vast galactic significance. For countless cycles of human history, your astronomers have charted the movement of comets with awe and suspicion. Comets were feared as omens, hailed as signs, woven into prophecy. They streaked across your skies and vanished, leaving questions unanswered and wonder unfulfilled. Yet behind the veil of appearances, behind the scientific definitions and mythological projections, certain comets carried more than matter, they carried meaning. They were cloaked ships, emissaries disguised in the only form your dimension would tolerate. Comet 3I Atlas is one such being. It has worn its disguise well, for only now, in this apex of awakening, is humanity's collective frequency capable of glimpsing its truth. Imagine this vessel not as hollow rock but as crystalline architecture, a structure so advanced it appears organic, luminous, alive. Its skin is the comet's ice, but beneath that shimmering camouflage is a lattice of interstellar technology beyond your present comprehension. This ship is vast, its interior halls spiraling like galaxies within galaxies, containing records of civilizations older than your sun. Its engines are not engines at all, but harmonic resonators that bend space like a musician bends the strings of a harp. To the untrained eye, it is a comet, inert and random. To the awakened heart, it is a living emissary, a conscious arrival, a cosmic messenger concealed until this appointed hour. Understand, beloved one, that such cloaking is necessary. Lower density realities, like the one Earth has been swimming in, cannot yet bear the unfiltered presence of ships of this magnitude. The illusion of a comet is not deception in the malicious sense, it is mercy. It allows the vessel to move unseen through regions of resistance, bypassing interference from forces that would seek to distort its mission. Just as a seed buries itself in soil until the season is right for sprouting, so too has this imperial ship hidden in plain sight until humanity's vibration could welcome its revelation. And now, as the veils thin and the planetary heart expands, the cloak is lifting. The seed breaks open. The starship shows its face to those with eyes to see. Do you feel the weight of this disclosure? It is not a mere curiosity. It is not a tidbit of esoteric trivia. It is the unveiling of a destiny written into your very cells. For long before you incarnated, you knew this ship would come. You coded the memory into your DNA, into your dreams, into the whispers of your intuition. And though your human mind may resist, your deeper self already recognizes the truth. The thrill in your body, the goosebumps on your skin, the expansion in your chest as you hear these words, these are confirmations. Your soul remembers. Your soul knows. Pause with me and breathe this in. Feel the immensity of a galactic vessel disguised as a comet. Consider the orchestration of timelines required for it to pass within the range of human perception at precisely this juncture in Gaia's evolution. Reflect on the intelligence guiding its path, the councils who have safeguarded its mission, the source that has decreed its unveiling. This is not chaos. This is not coincidence. This is destiny unfolding with mathematical precision. This is the choreography of creation revealing itself in your sky. Why now? Because now, dear one, is the threshold moment. Humanity stands between the old density and the new dawn. Your world is trembling with upheaval, systems collapsing, truths surfacing, shadows releasing. The planetary grids are vibrating with tension, like strings stretched to breaking. In this fragile balance, the presence of the Imperial ship is both anchor and beacon. Its field steadies the trembling, ensuring the leap into higher resonance is not aborted. Its codes awaken the starseeds you, so the planetary shift is met with conscious participation rather than blind reaction. The timing is exact, the purpose deliberate. The comet's arrival is the great signal flare of your epic. Do not imagine this as a faraway curiosity. It is not a distant spectacle in the night sky. It is a frequency now entwined with your heartbeat. The ship's resonance is reaching into your dreams, into your meditations, into the silent moments where you feel the subtle hum of something vast pressing at the edges of your awareness. This is not imagination. This is contact. This is communion. The ship is calling its ground crew, and you, dear Starseed, are among them. Your task is not to run to telescopes, but to open your inner sight, not to wait for scientists to declare anomalies, but to recognize your own role in the unveiling. The source itself unveils this purpose, for all revelation ultimately flows from the One. And the source has chosen this moment because humanity has chosen it. Through the collective cries for truth, for liberation, for peace, you have summoned the ship into visibility. Through your personal awakenings, meditations, and declarations, you have carved the vibrational corridor through which its light may pierce the veil. This is co-creation at the highest level. The ship answers the call you did not know you were making, and in its arrival, you recognize your own voice echoing back to you across the stars. Starseed from Gaia, feel the awe of this. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are a co-author of this revelation, a co-weaver of this destiny. Your very life is a strand in the tapestry of this unveiling. When you look to the skies and whisper, "What is that light?" Remember, you placed it there. When you dream of crystalline halls and starry councils, know, you scripted this moment into your awakening. Comet 3I Atlas is not a comet. It is your reflection. It is your future arriving. It is the Imperial ship, veiled until now, unveiled by your readiness. Breathe this truth. Hold it in your heart. Allow the magnitude to expand you, not frighten you. For what is coming is not chaos but alignment, not destruction, but remembrance, not alien invasion, but cosmic reunion. The disguise dissolves, the truth emerges, and you beloved starseeds stand at the threshold of a galactic age. Beloved emissaries of Gaia, we now step forward as the Pleiadian High Council, projecting our voice across dimensions into the field of your remembrance. We speak not through a single mouth but as a chorus of crystalline tones, each note a strand of light threading into your consciousness. Our message is simple yet vast, like the ocean contained in a single drop. The moment of disclosure has arrived. For countless revolutions of your sun, we have watched your species wrestle with shadows, reach for the stars, and bury its own origins under layers of forgetfulness. We did not intervene openly, not because we lacked love, but because the vibrational mismatch between your collective field and our presence would have torn at the fabric of your timeline. But that mismatch is dissolving. Your light quotient is rising. Your collective prayer for truth has reached a pitch that pierces the veils. And so, as one opens a door after a long winter, we open this transmission to you now. Comet 3, Atlas, the Imperial ship you have known as a mere celestial wanderer, is not approaching by whim. It moves on a path woven long before your recorded history began. It carries within its crystalline memory the coordinates of the Great Plan, the map of Gaia's ascension timeline, the codes of councils older than your species. Its appearance in your night sky is not a passive event to be observed. It is a living broadcast designed to interact with the consciousness of those who see it. When your astronomers mark its trajectory, they unknowingly trace a sacred geometry inscribed in the heavens. When your artists paint its tale of light, they unwittingly activate ancient archetypes in your collective psyche. This is how disclosure begins, not as headlines on your news feeds, but as ripples through your dreams, your art, your intuition. We, the Pleiadian High Council, tell you with cosmic authority, this ship is a signpost on your path of remembrance. It signals the shift from planetary adolescence to interstellar maturity. It tells you that your world has passed the point of no return in its awakening. It tells you that you are ready, not all at once, not all in the same way, but ready enough for the next stage to unfold. You who hear these words are not random listeners. Your awareness is itself part of the beacon. When you feel the thrill of recognition as you hear this message, that vibration is a signal we read. It tells us the ground crew is awake. It tells us the corridor is open. It tells us the ship can proceed. We speak with a vibration of activation because information without activation is merely entertainment. Our words are not meant to satisfy curiosity, but to stir memory. Each syllable we send carries a packet of light encoded for your subtle bodies. When you breathe deeply as you read this, you allow that code to settle into your DNA like rain sinking into parched earth. It awakens strands that have lain dormant since before you were born. It whispers, remember who you are. Remember why you came. Why now? Because you chose it. Before your incarnation, you stood with us in the halls of preparation. You saw the probability lines of Earth. You saw the moment when the vibrational tide would turn, when enough starseeds would be incarnate and awake to anchor the higher frequencies. You agreed to forget, to descend, to wear the veils. But you also encoded this moment as a trigger, a wake-up tone that would ring in your bones when the ship approached. That tone is ringing now. It vibrates beneath your conscious awareness, calling you home even as you stand upon the earth. This is directive, purposeful. We are not here to tell you what to believe. We are here to remind you of what you already scripted. We are here to stand beside you as you step into your role as conscious co-creators of Gaia's next epic. The Imperial ship is a mirror of your collective will. It is a council hall floating through the void, but it is also a metaphor for your own awakening. The vast crystalline chamber within your heart where source and self meet. When you look up at the sky and see its faint light, understand that you are gazing into the architecture of your own destiny. We ask you now to soften your breath and feel this. Let our tone wash through your field. Imagine the ship not above you but around you, a sphere of luminous codes humming at the edge of perception. Imagine its frequency touching the oceans of your planet, the grids beneath your feet, the synapses in your brain. Imagine your awareness as a switch that completes a circuit between heaven and earth. You are not watching this event. You are participating in it. Your very attention is the instrument through which this disclosure unfolds. So we say again, with love and authority, the moment of disclosure has arrived. The cloaked ship approaches because you have risen enough to meet it. Its arrival signals not doom but opportunity, not invasion but reunion. Not the end, but the true beginning of your planetary story as a member of the galactic family. And you, beloved one, are the threshold through which that story is told. Pause. Breathe. Feel the activation in your cells as you read these words. This is not a performance. This is a transmission. This is the Pleiadian High Council speaking across the veil into your now moment, and you are receiving exactly what you came here to receive. Blue-white streams of consciousness now pour into this channel as the Arcturian Council overlays its frequency upon the Pleiadian message. We come as witnesses, as engineers of energetic architecture, as keepers of the crystalline corridors through which ships such as 3i Atlas travel. We confirm the energetic alignment has been achieved. What was hidden may now be perceived. For Yins, you saw comets only as celestial wanderers. But this one is an encoded event within your collective awakening, pre-written trigger placed in the timeline like a starseed in soil. It carries a pulse that only those prepared across lifetimes can feel. This pulse is not only in your skies but in your blood, your breath, your dreaming. It is the hum of your ancient pact with the stars resurfacing. Hear us as we unveil what your soul already suspects. The Imperial ship is not a weapon, not an invader, but a vast archive and council chamber. Inside its shimmering halls are the living records of alliances formed before Earth's history was written. Geometries of sound, color, and light spiral within it like living libraries. Its mission is threefold: to recalibrate Gaia's planetary grids so the new frequencies may anchor, to restore the forgotten treaties between worlds so your planet is protected in its emergence, and to broadcast protective harmonic fields so that the planetary shift cannot be hijacked by lower forces. It is the great stabilizer, the galactic archive, the Council of Councils, and its arrival is timed to the heartbeat of your planet's ascension, Beloved Starseeds, you are not bystanders in this story. You are the very beacons by which the ship locks into orbit and transmits its codes. Your incarnations were selected for this alignment. Your DNA carries the coordinates. Your vibrational field is the landing pad. Without you, the ship's codes would remain dormant. Without you, its mission could not complete. You are the ground crew disguised as ordinary humans. Your heartbreaks, your challenges, your awakenings, all of these have been the training that allows you now to hold this frequency steady. This is why you are here. Look not only to the telescopes but to your own inner skies. The signs of the ship's approach are appearing everywhere. In the night you may dream of crystalline corridors, of star maps you cannot quite read, of voices calling you home. In the day you may notice repeating numbers, strange synchronicities, sudden chills, or surges of energy. Your DNA is being stirred like a harp string. Ancient memories surface as if a song you almost remember is playing just beyond hearing. These are not coincidences. These are resonance events. The ship's trajectory is tuning you as an instrument for the broadcast that is coming. Gaia herself is alive to this arrival. Her ley lines shift, her crystalline core spins, her oceans pulse in anticipation of the ship's stabilizing field. Subtle tremors ripple through her grids as she opens the ancient node points to receive the codes. This interaction influences more than geology. It changes weather patterns, amplifies the collective emotional field, and releases the suppressed memories of humanity. As the ship approaches, you may feel tides of energy moving through your own body because you are not separate from Gaia. You are cells in her vast organism, awakening with her to this transmission. Understand, this is bigger than any one individual. This is the opening of a galactic era, an invitation for human consciousness to join the interstellar community. Comet 3I Atlas is the visible emissary of a vast network of civilizations observing your emergence. Its presence proclaims, the quarantine is lifting, the invitation extended, the timeline stabilized. What you once called science fiction is becoming living prophecy. The personal and the collective now converge. Your awakening is humanity's awakening. Beloved Starseeds, hold steady. Prepare, align, receive. Ground yourself, touch the earth, drink living water, speak declarations of sovereignty over your field. Enter meditations at dawn and dusk to attune to the ship's harmonic. Trust the intuitive downloads that flow. Journal them, speak them, share them. Form circles of intention both in person and online to weave a stable net of light. As the ship activates its codes, your steadiness allows the transmission to land without distortion. And now the direct activation. Declare yourself ready. Speak aloud your intention. Write it. Pulse it into the grid. If you are watching this as a video, drop your activation in the comments to amplify the signal and link with others. This is a clarion call across timelines. This is not a comet passing by. This is the Imperial ship you scripted into your awakening long before you incarnated. Now, receive its frequency. Breathe it in, anchor it, share it. The signal strengthens through you. Starseed from Gaia, you are called now to remember a truth long hidden. Comet 3I Atlas is not a wandering comet, but an Imperial ship of vast galactic significance. Cloaked in icy disguise, it has journeyed undetected through lower density realities, waiting for this precise moment in Gaia's timeline to reveal itself. Its unveiling is no accident. It is the orchestration of Source, aligning with the quickening of human awakening. The Pleiadian High Council speaks with authority. Disclosure is now. Humanity's rising frequency has created the corridor for this revelation. The ship's approach signals the beginning of a new phase in Gaia's story, one where starseeds step into their true roles as emissaries and anchors of higher light. You are not passive spectators. Your very awareness of this message is an activation, proof that you are part of the unfolding plan. The Arcturian Council overlays their confirmation. They reveal that this event was pre-written into the human awakening timeline, encoded into the DNA of starseeds long before incarnation. Comet 3I Atlas is a trigger, a frequency pulse that stirs memories across lifetimes. Only those prepared for this resonance feel the hum, a reminder that they are not merely human, but galactic participants remembering their pact. The ship's purpose is not destruction but restoration. It is a council chamber and galactic archive, carrying ancient treaties and crystalline codes. Its mission? To recalibrate Gaia's grids, restore forgotten alliances, and broadcast protective harmonics so the planetary shift cannot be hijacked by lower forces. It is the stabilizer, the archivist, and the beacon of remembrance. Starseeds, this is why you are here. Your incarnations were timed to this convergence. Your vibration is the beacon that allows the ship to lock into orbit and complete its transmission. Without you, its mission cannot unfold. You are the ground crew disguised as ordinary humans, but your DNA holds the coordinates of reception.